Hi everyone, I'm just going to make a quick video today showing you how I made this pen holder. It just is it's like a hidden paper clip. Here's one of the pages I've printed out and it just slides on nicely. You can have it at a height that works with your pen and you can decorate both sides of it so that it goes with the theme of your journal. You can also tuck in something, so here's just a journal card. You can also tuck something in. You can do that on both sides if you wanted to, so you can have things tucked in there and it holds onto your pen nicely, and you can see it stays attached. You can slide it up and down, move it through the journal, and you can adjust it to fit any pen you like. In my case I'm using one of these white gel pens and I've made the bracket to fit the width of that pen. So let me show you how I made it. I've decorated mine with items from, I've used papers and ephemera from the two kits, the ocean and the mermaid kits, and I've put some, this is textured fibres on it, and a little fish on the front and one of the stickers from the kit on the back. You can of course decorate them however you like. So to make my one, I've started with a journal size that's an A4, and I wanted mine to take a standard size pen and to be able to adjust it pretty much to the top half of any page in the journal. So all you need really to do this is some scrap paper. I've got some of the plain papers from the mermaid kit, and I've just cut a piece that's 5.5 by 3. It's just printed on one side. This is 160 GSM, so I needed it to be quite thick. You could have a single layer if you've got thicker paper, and I've just folded it in half and rounded the corners. So that's my starting piece. It's like a hidden paper clip, so for mine you can see here I want there to be a gap so that I can easily slide this onto a page, and so you can adjust that gap to fit whatever you like. I've got just a piece of scrap card here. This is the hidden paper clip section, and in my case this one is 4 inches by about 1.5, so it's the same width as the base piece, and I've scored it so that I've got a gap there. So in this case I've scored it at 1 3/4, I think it was, yes, and so that's going to sit there. My hidden paper clip, my paper clip's going to go on with the large part to the largest portion of this card and the smaller part to the front, and that's going to glue into position there. And then to get the measurement to fit your pen, you really just need to sit the pen in position. So in my case I want the pen holder to go around the top of the pen, and then basically fold your piece of paper over, and you want to pinch it in a place where the pen, see that's a bit too tight, so pinch it in a place where the pen has just enough movement to get in and out, and then adjust the length to suit what you've got here. So in my case I've done that all already. It's just a matter of gluing this plain side together. So again, this piece was 5.5 by 3, and I've folded it in half to get me the thickness that I need. And then this piece was 4 by 1.5, so the same thickness as this piece, and 4 inches long, and I've scored it at 1 3/4, and that's to fit a standard size pen, but as I said, adjust it as you need. So with my paper clip into position, I just need to figure out which side I want to be front and back and which way I want it. So I'm going to decorate it with these two items. So I think the mermaid looks better on the green, so I'm going to have this as the front, so that will go into that position, and all I need then is to glue that into place. To stop it from sticking, I'm just putting a bit of scrap paper in between the paper clip, just so that that doesn't stick together when I've got it closed. So I'm just going to line that up and glue that into position. And then because I know my length is right, again I've put my pen in there and adjusted this length. I'm going to glue the back into place, lining this edge up with the edge of the paper clip there, and that will then leave that loop at the end. And then I'm just going to make sure that this seals right up to the very edge of that folded card on the inside. Make sure it's all lined up to the edge here. I'll just take it off so I can see it. And it doesn't matter yet that this loop at the end won't be the right shape at the moment, but that's okay. I just want to make sure that that glue holds. Might be an idea just to sit a clip on it for a little while, depending on what glue you're using, just to really get that to hold into place. So I'm just putting the clip right up to the very edge where that hits the top of the card, and then you can just sort of shape this end piece. You can sit the pen in it if you like and just shape that until that will dry nice and round when it's dried. And then to decorate it, I'm just using ephemera that I've cut out from the kit. So on this one, on the sample one, I've used the fish and one of the stickers, and on this one I've cut a mermaid from one of the tags, and I'm just going to glue that into position on the front. And then this sticker, I'll just pop some ink on that quickly. And then you can further decorate it as you like. I've used some of the liquid pearls to add a few little bubbles for the fish. And on top of the fish, I've added some glossy accents to give it that shine. So I'll probably do the same thing with the mermaid. Just make sure everything's dry first. And then you've got your pen holder there. Your pen will slide in, and then that will slide nicely onto a page in your journal. And obviously you can decorate both sides to suit the place that you're going to put it, or just the theme that you have in your journal. So there's my quick little pen holder. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.